Good morning. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've had a nice week working hard again. I know it's been counties weekends kind of across the country, so if you've raced counties, then I hope you've swum fast. I hope you've got your regionals times, any trials times. I know there's a couple of people I've been working with that have got trials times, which is really, really exciting. I did a race at counties. I just did a 50 freestyle. It's good, I think, so our squad, we don't target counties as a meet. But we do try and do at least an event just to kind of keep kind of people knowing what the top squad in Manchester what kind of athletes they've got. So it was good fun. That very busy meet, very busy. So hopefully the counties made loads of money off it, which they definitely have made loads of money. But then we go into some training today. So we've got some VO2 max training. So this is kind of that 4 to 6 minute intensity that we're trying to improve. And we're doing this through. So we start with the set. So this set was 12 50s off a minute. Okay, aiming to hit between 110 and 120% of our maximal aerobic speed. Now that maximal aerobic speed is the pace that we can hold for a 500 meter time trial. Okay, which is that is that. My last 500 took me 5:26. So kind of that you work from that pace, we're 10% faster, 20% faster. So my target times here, if we were going short course, which we do the test, is between 29.5 and 27.2. So I started that first one, actually looked really smooth and it felt really good. But I started at 26.8 and I think that very quickly kind of caught up with me as we come in then. This is rep 6 coming in. And so tell the strokes kind of already looking a little bit laboured, a little bit flatter than it did right at the start.
What's up, guys? Today we're part of the day. As you can see, they can do some 50s, working on.
Kind of this is different. If you cast your mind back a couple of weeks ago, I posted a set where we did 50s off 40. So the aim there was to do a 25 fast and a 25 kind of just making the turnaround. As we see now, this is the last rep of the first round. So we did 2 rounds of 12 50s today. Okay, so this is different because last time kind of averaged about 85% of that speed for 14 50s we got up to. Whereas this is trying to hit faster than that, but have longer rests. So we're about 1-to-1 work to rest. But this is this set was really deceptively hard. As you see me there collapsing on the lane rope. When I watched the rest of the team, so everyone else here is doing speed because they did this session on Monday because they're all racing at Bucks this weekend. So they should all race pretty well. I think everyone's looking pretty good, you know. So hopefully see some good results, some medals, some PBs and all that. So when I watched them, I thought, the set doesn't look too bad. And then doing this, it gets really hard, really fast. This is the end of rep 4 coming in now, and it does look a bit laboured. I think my freestyle it's that VO2 kind of intensity that I can't quite hold a good freestyle technique and rhythm. I just saw that first one felt really reserved, really kind of within myself. And I think you can see there the stroke was actually fairly nice kind of compared to what it's starting to look now as we finish that 8th rep. And then this is the last 50 of the set. So throughout the set, I was probably holding mostly 29s, crept into the 30 lows. Kind of was a bit frustrating. So those target times I said earlier would be for short course. So obviously long course is going to be a bit harder. It's definitely going to be slower. And I think when I kind of watch this without all the fast forwarding, I kind of can hold my technique for a certain amount of the 50, and then kind of hit a point where I can't maintain that rhythm anymore. So I think kind of my next job, as I finish there in 28.8, my next job really now is to try and maintain that, or at least make sure I'm in a place where my freestyle can I can swim at that kind of technique for the whole 100 meters. I know freestyle is not really my primary focus, but I still want my 100 freestyle to be better than it is. And then we repeated a similar idea on kick. So we went 650s kick. These were off kind of own turnaround. So these were I did off 120, again for about a 1-to-1 work to rest ratio. We rest for the same amount of time that we're working. First round here is I did fly with a snorkel and a board. And I know I've had comments talking about not to do fly kick with a board, but I don't really see it. And I want kind of the most specific fly kick movement that's going to transfer into my fly kick. And actually, before I started that set, my snorkel snapped, so I had to shout Donnie over literally about 10 seconds before I went. The second round then, I decided to go fly my back, and the reason for that was to still push the underwaters. I felt like I did a good job in the main set, in those 2 blocks of 12, of keeping the underwaters at 8 kicks, which is what I want to be on my 100 freestyle. If we think back to last week when we spoke about sticking to your counts, and then your race, you follow what you've done in training. I wanted here now on fly to be 11 kicks, and I did that, and kind of coming in, trying to battle the cramp. This set I always cramp up. It's always horrible for me. But that's it. Finished nice and red faced, out of breath, kind of how it always should be. But yeah, I think that'll do it from me for today. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And actually, I've recently just hit the threshold on YouTube that means I can have like the memberships and the super chat, whatever that kind of stuff is. So I've been kind of trying to think, would it be possible for me to make like the member section, kind of what kind of things would be fun to have in that, what kind of value could I add through a members section. So one of the ideas I had was to a session like this, just to post the whole session, so you see all the rest periods, all the reps, all kind of you hear what's going on in the background, all that kind of thing. But yeah, if you've got any better ideas, which you more than likely have, please let me know. Any race analysis, any mentoring, any coaching you want, go to my website, jingrumswimming.com. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.
It's not even on.